The bigger question now would be if that hits 8.6%, indeed, will that be the peak already? Do we see things easing starting January, or should we be bracing for more pressure up ahead?
I think 2023 will be even more challenging than what we have seen already in 2022. So price increases may continue. And this is interesting because petroleum prices are continuing to go down or level up in the lower prices or lower levels. But inflation continues. So that means it's not just oil, it's not just the war, but it's really more fundamental issues with our economy.
So given that, what exactly do you see as the main drivers of inflation for next year?
I think production, lack of production capacity of our the economy, also the continuing weakening of the peso, although we regained some of its value this month. However, overall, throughout the year, we lost over 9% of the peso value.
But you see, a number of projections are pointing to inflation somehow tempering. If not for the first quarter of the year, then probably at the latter half of the year. Do you see that happening as well? Do we see inflation somehow cooling down at some point in 2023?
We'll see the cooling down of prices if our productive capacity is able to recover. That means if we are able to provide more supplies to the market. For example, including the prices of our agricultural products are getting very shaky. And that only shows that our productive capacity is still not there.
What then is it going to take for us to actually put all those measures in place? I mean, we have the BSP doing the heavy lifting for 2022, hiking rates here. But, you know, they've been saying non-monetary interventions also have to be put in place here. So what else needs to be done?
I was hoping that the fiscal intervention would kick in. However, the budget didn't look like it was going to address our inflation issues. And therefore, I think we have to look for what the government will do next year in terms of price subsidies, including consumption, including small entrepreneur subsidy to cushion the potential effects of continuing inflation next year.
Now, of course, now we're dealing, like what you mentioned earlier, we have to boost production supply. But for one, like what we reported earlier, price of onions, suggested retail price now at 250 pesos. Your thoughts on that? Is that the rational thing to do?
The SRP was set at 250, but I understand that the prices in the markets are selling a lot higher than that. It's selling for 300. So definitely there is a supply issue here, and therefore it will take time before our agriculture is able to cope with it.
And how exactly do you think did we get here? And what does that say as well about our production?
I think there was just a poor economic planning on the part of the government. And if they say that the government is only here for 6 months, that may be the case. However, the policy of the government should already transcend political transitions. Agriculture is a major problem in our country. Our productive capacity has always been at the forefront of our issues. And therefore, it should transcend whoever is in power to make sure that our agricultural policy will provide sustainability, stability in our country. So the economic policies brought us here. The poor economic planning, poor, weak economic policies that we've been implementing throughout the years.
And the president, as the agricultural chief, is that still doing the trick here?
I'm not sure. I think we really have to come up with a clear plan how we are going to boost our productive capacity and stabilize prices. And also, I think we need to make sure that we are able to provide the support that the agricultural workers badly need at this time.